Hello Aries, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your bonus reading for the first half of January. Happy New Year, guys. I hope it's going well for you so far. So let's take a look and see what the issues and challenges are for your heart connection. And it is general as always. It won't resonate with every single person, so please do take from this reading what makes sense for you and release what doesn't. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, all of the information is down below in the description box, as well as all of the decks and creators that you see here today, Aries. So let's get right into this. These are the 3 decks that we'll be using for your focus messages. This is the Top Secret deck by Angelic Revelation 144, and then we'll go ahead and grab a message from the Truth Rising deck by Fire Witch Tarot, and lastly, the Soul Activation Oracle deck by Rising Sun Oracle. Okay, so let's see where this goes. And because we are tapping into issues and challenges, it can be pretty difficult hearing some of the messages, but if you can kind of weed out the challenges early on in the year, hopefully the rest of the year will be a lot better and take you onto a path that will lead you towards happiness in all areas of your life, certainly in regard to your relationships, your love life, but other aspects of it as well. So let's take a look at that. All right, for Aries, let's grab your first message here. Look at that. I prefer the single life right now. This could be them. This could be you as well. So take it for how it's resonating currently. Somebody just wants to be single, not really wanting to be in a committed partnership or even be dating right now. Okay, but again, that could be you right now. Okay, so let's take a look and see what else needs to come through from the Truth Rising deck. So somebody prefers to be single at this point in time. And maybe if that's your person, Aries, they could be doing you a favor. That could ultimately lead you towards someone who might be better suited for you if they are detaching from you. Okay, let's grab this card here. Emotional abuse. Wow. So if someone was abusing you emotionally, Aries, if you're able to resonate with that, it could be you who would prefer to be single rather than being in an abusive relationship, whether physical or emotional. So take that only if it resonates, of course. So that's coming through as a focus here so that it can be addressed and faced. So let's grab your third focus card for this reading. Aries, let's take a look and see here. What else? Guided to this card here. We have Teach. This is tapped into the crown chakra area. Okay, so crown chakra, enlightenment, spiritualism, and there is perhaps a lesson that is meant for you to learn at this time. Life lessons that are teaching you what it is that you need to learn at this point in time. Okay? So if you've gotten yourself away from someone, again, who was abusing you in any way, shape, or form, perhaps you've already learned lessons tied into that life experience. Okay, so let's dig a little bit deeper here. This is the Issues deck by Fire Witch Tarot. So this is one of those readings, it's not all sunshine and rainbows and happy messages, because in order for you to get to a better place in your life, Aries, especially entering into a brand new year, so that you end up not repeating the same patterns perhaps that created challenges in prior years, perhaps this is the year to really tackle whatever those issues and challenges are so that you can really get rid of stuff that should no longer be following you forward. So what are the issues here for the collective? And of course, you don't have to resonate with each and every issue that comes through here. We're going to pull a few for the collective and take a look and see what the storyline is that presents itself here. No time. Never has time for you. Always in a rush. Always in a hurry. So if this was someone that you dealt with, Aries, and maybe you were last on their priority list, they never had time for you. So no wonder if you resonate with that, you'd prefer to be single rather than being in an emotionally abusive relationship with somebody who does not have time for you. Fake breakups, okay? So some of you guys break up, make up. There's this in and out energy in your partnership. They're in and out of your life. You guys are on and off. Maybe part of the lesson that you're meant to learn here is that it's time to end that cycle. Time to come to a decision to stop that cycle of breaking up and getting back together. I'm not surprised to see this. Emotional abuse, and now we've got super embarrassing, shames, and humiliates. So some of you could have dealt with somebody who would embarrass you in public, or they'd say very hurtful things in front of people, shaming you and humiliating you, as it says right there. So if you've detached from someone like this, Aries, good for you. We also have hiding true feelings. Keeps emotions hidden. Doesn't speak the truth on their true feelings. So you could have had somebody that was very complacent and just very cold in their heart space. They didn't allow you in. Part of the reason why they did not allow you in was also there could have been other people in the picture. There could have been third-party situations, infidelities going on here. Look at this next card. Emotionally withdrawn. Pulls back emotionally and bottles up their feelings. Based off of what's presenting itself here, it really does tie in together with that emotional abuse card. This could be you as well, Aries, if you relate to this. You know, after somebody abuses you and they shame you and humiliate you and they just say very hurtful things, either when you guys are together alone or when you guys are with other people. And so this could be you that just pulls back emotionally and not wanting to engage conversationally because it doesn't seem like you can say anything right. You know, it's like you open your mouth and you say stuff and then they tear you down for it. Let's see what else. Work, work, work. Always working. Workaholic, all about their career, their hustle. That could be part of the reason why they also didn't have time for you. It was all about their hustle. It was all about their time, what mattered to them, people that they spent their time with. And I'm just constantly feeling here in this reading so far, Aries, that you were last on their list. And therefore, you might have detached from this person. There could have been, as it says, you know, you guys were breaking up to make up, and that could have been a repetitive pattern. And maybe you had enough of that, and you decided, you know what, I'm better off without you. And so for those of you who are single right now, as a result of breaking free from someone like this, I feel with this new year, this is your chance to finally get it right, going in a different direction and maybe finding the love that you are worthy of. And someone who is worthy of you. And then we have problematic. Creates problems all the time, becomes a damn problem. Headache dealing with them. That's what it says. This person stressed you out. They created a lot of drama, a lot of problems, a lot of issues. And it's exhausting dealing with someone like that. So let's add to this. This is the Twin Flame Shadows deck by Mystic Moon, and in addition to the issues that we've already pulled up, this deck can pull up some pretty dark challenges as well. That's why it's in the shadows, okay? So if some of this triggers you, just be mindful of this portion of the reading, because that's exactly what we're looking into, are issues and challenges of the partnership so that you can face it, deal with it, and move on from it and heal from it. But you can't heal from it, you can't deal with it if you don't face it. Okay, so let's take a look at that. And of course, if you don't identify with a twin flame connection, you don't have to. That's just the name of the deck. So let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. What are in the shadows? Vengeful. Okay. So I'm feeling here that whoever was on the receiving end of this abuse, could be you, Aries, okay? That there's a part of you that is vengeful. There's a part of you that would love to be able to get back to this person for what they've done, for how they have hurt you. But you could have also dealt with someone who was in this energy of being vengeful, and that's the energy that they brought in to the relationship. Maybe this has to do with past trauma or drama that they had dealt with and experienced. And if that has been unhealed, then they're kind of dragging that energy into the partnership, and they've kind of intermingled their energy, their toxic energy, into a partnership with you. There's this cold energy. Look at that. Things are cold between the two of you. That's because they could be hiding their feelings, as it says. They're not opening themselves up fully. This person has issues, but they are issues perhaps that they haven't even shared with you. So they're carrying a whole lot of baggage from their past, maybe. And so if they've been abused, maybe that's why they're abusing you. And then there's this feeling of emptiness. Maybe that's how they made you feel. You know, it's interesting how it's falling right below super embarrassing, shames, and humiliates. They cause you to feel empty. They cause you to feel emotionally withdrawn because they treat you so poorly. And then we have projecting. And what I get from this, Aries, especially when it comes to someone who hurt you and they were abusive towards you, the energy that they're projecting towards you has a lot to do with their past baggage. And this, to me, is somebody that has got to work on their shadow work, their healing journey, because they haven't taken the time to heal. Therefore, and I've said this so many times in readings, hurt people hurt people. It's a repetitive pattern. It's a ripple effect. They got hurt, and therefore they end up hurting other people. And unfortunately for some of you, you are on the receiving end of the pain. We have uncomfortable, followed by guarded, okay? This could be how, again, they made you feel. Especially when they hurt you. They make you feel very uncomfortable and empty. They create situations that are uncomfortable. And so that puts you on the defensive. And so if you're guarded when it comes to this person, it makes sense. Who wouldn't be guarded? Have your defenses up, especially when they're abusing you emotionally or for some of you physically. And I pray that if it is physically, you got yourself out of that situation. Then we have power. I kind of feel, since it's coming up as a shadow here, Aries, that they abused their power. Overstepped their boundaries. Made you feel powerless, made you feel weak, because they wanted to be the strong one. Wow. So that's what's coming through as far as the issues and challenges. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot messages here to see what else needs to come through and hopefully be able to come up with solutions on how you can better deal with this. This is my modern day Seers Tarot and Oracle. It is tarot with a twist, so we can certainly pull traditional tarot messages from here, but it's also got oracle messages as well as new court cards. So let's see what comes through from this deck, Aries, and what else you need to be made aware of for your bonus reading here. Angels and spirit guides for Aries. What else do we need to know, please? Ooh, we've got the sun. I love that for you because this represents your happiness. And how do you get that happiness? Through freedom. Freedom from a person, a situation that you need to break free from. Okay, this is putting you on an illuminated path that is meant to bring you happiness in your life this year in 2021. When it comes to your relationships, you could certainly make new connections, have a new beginning in love and romance, taking you down a very different road where you can come into union with someone that is deserving of you. That could lead towards marriage as well for some of you guys. And I know that for some of you, you're focused on a particular person who treated you this way, and maybe there's a part of you that still loves them and you're still connected to them. Can they change? Can they shift and change their behavior? Of course. But let them do that legwork. It's not up to you to fix them. They need to be able to fix themselves, and that's a part of the lesson. You can't fix someone who doesn't want to fix themselves. You can't heal someone who doesn't want to heal themselves. So focus on you. Put yourself first on your priority list. If they did not do that, it's up to you to do that. So if you're single right now, by choice, because of this, good for you. Head towards the energy of that sun. We've got the Justice card right next to it. So this is Libra energy for some of you guys. That could either be your person or you could have Libra in your chart. Aries, this is about the truth. This is clarity. This is integrity and fairness. I feel the journey that you have been on with this person, there wasn't fairness. There wasn't balance in the partnership. And this Justice energy, it's the need to balance those scales. It's time to face the truth of a situation. Live your truth. And it's interesting, you know, because the Justice card can also be picking up off of karmic justice. Justice will be done. You will have your day. In order for a partnership to work, there has to be equality. That's Six of Pentacles right there. Giving, receiving, equal give and take. This can also be indicative of employment for those of you looking for a job at this point in time. The Six of Pentacles is also a card of gratitude and kindness. Being grateful for what you have in your life. You know, and the person that you've been dealing with, they weren't very kind to you. Not if they're emotionally abusing you. That's not kindness. So the right kind of love, the right kind of person that's meant to be a part of your life will give into the relationship just as much as you are. 50-50, not one person giving more than the other. We've got the Nine of Swords here, picking up off of air energy. Pentacles is Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Swords is air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. If that's your person, okay? So this could be you losing sleep over this because they've stressed you out, causing you to be really depressed or anxious, feeling hopeless, okay? So if this is the energy that you are in because of what you've been through, with the energy of the sun right here, you can overcome this. You can absolutely overcome it. What else for Aries? Angels and spirit guides for Aries. What else? The Five of Swords, okay? Walking away. Because there were just too many conflicts here. And there could also be competition with other people. If they didn't have time for you, then they were spending that time with someone else. But with the energy of that sun, this is what can come in for you, Aries. That Two of Cups. Balance restored. Harmony. Being compatible with a particular person. Partnership. Unity. Finding that love that you are so deserving of. That could lead towards marriage. Once again. A mutual attraction. So if you're single, as it says, you prefer the single life for now, you won't be single for long. You will find your person. You will find your person. Let's grab one more. What else for Aries, please? Got the Knight of Wands. Wands is your own fire energy, Aries, okay? So the Knight of Wands is known to take action. This is someone who is fearless, not afraid to go after what it is or who it is that you want. Tapped into your passions, Aries. This is the year to go after what it is that would make you happy. And lastly, we've got the Emerald of Water. It's time to go with the flow of where life and love want to take you. Being rigid and closed-minded prevents you from growing and finding the many blessings that are meant for you. Remove stagnancy, stubbornness, and stalemate type situations from your journey. Love yourself enough to see that you are a gem with so much to offer to the world and to the one who is meant for you. Exactly. And look at the next card. Isn't that interesting? Two of Swords, picking up off of Stalemate. That's what this is talking about. Remove any sort of stalemate type situation from your life because it's not going to go anywhere. And I feel you already know what situations it is that are not going to move, that are stuck. You're not meant to be stuck. You're meant to live your best life. So if you haven't already, break free from someone who is abusing you in any way, shape, or form and head towards the energy of that sun. That's what's going to bring you this Two of Cups. Especially when it comes to your love life, you'll find that happiness with someone who is truly deserving of your heart, of your love. All right, guys, so let's continue and see what else needs to come through here. We're going to go ahead and grab some cards from the Love Games deck by Sister Moon Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries for this bonus reading. First half of January. All right. What else do we need to know here? Right place at the right time. This could be where you end up meeting that perfect partner for you, Aries. It comes down to timing and just being at the right place. Look at this. Here we are. Give and take. Exactly right. So remember how we have the Six of Pentacles? That's exactly what it's about. Equal give and take in a partnership. That's what's going to help bring balance into your relationships because you're not the one that's putting in all the effort and all the work. You might also want to have a family someday, which is totally possible. You've got the Sun, remember? Two of Cups, somebody that you can build a life with, have children someday, blend a family. What else for Aries? Reflecting, okay? This could be, at this point in time, entering a brand new year, you might be just really reflecting on where you've been, where life has taken you thus far, and ultimately where you see yourself going this year. There could be particular dreams that you really want to manifest and focus on in 2021. Go for it. The sun can help you with that as well. The right kind of love, this is somebody that you will see eye to eye with. You guys will agree on things. You'll get along, have great chemistry. And the only way to get there is traveling down a new road. Going in a different direction. Time for a change. So let this be the year to make those changes. All right. So let's go ahead and grab some dialogue messages here. This is my newest deck. It's called the He Said, She Said Oracle. It contains 2 messages per card, one for the Divine Masculine and one message for the Feminine. So let's grab some messages here for the collective. So take whichever one of these messages most resonates with you and the person that you are focused on for this reading. Okay. Let's take a look at that. He said, "All I've ever done is love you. How could you hurt me this way?" She said, "I'm sorry. Please forgive me." Okay, so this is a very specific message for a masculine who ended up getting hurt by the feminine. You know, we can't always assume it's the feminine that's getting hurt. It can apply to both. And in this particular instance, it's a masculine who ended up being on the receiving end of that pain. What else for Aries, please? He said, "I know I've said things to hurt you. Please accept my apology." She said, "Apology accepted. I don't want to hurt anymore. I'm ready to heal." Okay, so this now turns the tables. This is a totally different scenario for some of you guys that relate to this. Because now we've got a masculine who's apologizing for things that they've done to hurt the feminine. So quite a few scenarios coming through here. Take whichever one resonates for you. And my feminines, through this card, you've accepted this apology. Or should it present itself, you would accept your masculine's apology because you're just kind of done with the drama. You don't want to hurt anymore, as it says, and you're ready to heal. That doesn't necessarily mean you guys are going to get back together. It simply means that you're coming forward from a place of forgiveness and accepting someone's apology. It's not saying that you condone their actions or that you guys are going to get back together and everything's going to be great. Although that could happen, yes. But there are those of you tuning in where you might just need closure. And the only way to get that is to hear from this person, accept an apology, and move on with your lives. Look at this next card. He said, "I've been wanting to reach out, but I just don't know what to say to fix us." She said, "I've been waiting to hear from you. Let's start with, I'm sorry." You know, so really these two cards should go the other way because this card says, "Please accept my apology." And we have a feminine here who's waiting for that apology. And eventually the apology will be accepted. So this might take time to play out. For some of you guys, if that's what you're waiting for, if that's what you've been wanting from this person who hurt you so deeply, maybe it hasn't been happening. And maybe in the 3D world, it may never happen. But perhaps through these cards, it's enough for you to start the healing journey in your heart. Next message. He said, "I don't want to play games with you anymore." She said, "I don't remember agreeing to play the game." Okay? We have a feminine here who didn't want to play games to begin with. And maybe we have a masculine here who finally gets it now. It's like, I was messing around. I was playing games, but, you know, I really care for you. I really care for this feminine, and I don't want to play anymore. But that doesn't necessarily mean that this feminine is going to agree to get back together or to live happily ever after with this masculine if too much damage has been done. And lastly, we've got nostalgia. He said, I think about you and the happy times we've shared. She said, they were great times, weren't they? Okay, so yes, you guys have had some good times together. This could have been how things were when, when times were good, when you guys got along great. But you don't want to be stuck in the past and feeling nostalgia about those good times if what's really happening in the present time is that they're treating you poorly. And you deserve better. And so for some of you that resonate from that very first focus message of preferring to be single, if that is the case, that's you empowering yourself. That's you detaching from someone that abused you, that hurt you. And that simply makes room for growth and healing, which for you, Aries, is a good thing. Okay, so let's wrap things up here, guys, with some messages from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. What else do we need to know here, please? What else do we need to know? We have one. We only have one life. Fill it with your hopes, wishes, dreams, and goals, whatever they may be. We only have one heart. Fill it with love, joy, happiness, fulfillment, contentment, and gratitude. We only have one love, the only one that truly has that one beating heart of yours. Cherish it. Okay? So there's that one connection, Aries, that you are meant to make in this lifetime that will stand out amongst the rest. You've already been through something challenging and difficult. It's time for you to find the one that you are meant to be with. What else, please, for Aries? We have the best. I never expected us to be the best of friends so quickly, almost as if we've known each other before, and just when I started to get used to you being my best friend, you became my best love. I have a feeling the best is yet to come. Okay? This could represent a future love here, Aries. Somebody that will treat you right. Somebody that will make you happy. Good times ahead. This is where you're headed. This is where the sun is going to take you. And this is where some of you guys have been healing or are still in this energy of healing. The message reads, you hurt me. You shattered my hopes and dreams. You kept me in the shadows, ashamed of our love. You didn't appreciate my love, my time, my generosity, my heart, my presence. I had to work to find myself again, to bring myself towards the light, you see, to heal me. You can't hurt me anymore. If you resonate with this message for yourself, Aries, this is you healing. Yes, it might take time if you feel you're not done healing. But once you allow that journey to begin, there's nothing that this person who emotionally abused you or even physically abused you can do to you anymore. And this is what I'm hoping for those of you that resonate with this, that you are able to fully heal from it, find what it is that you are deserving of in your love life and in every aspect of your life to bring you the happiness that you are so incredibly deserving of. What else, please, for Aries? Angels and spirit guides. We've got reach. What I would give to be able to reach out and touch you again. A tangible piece of you that I had the pleasure of knowing once. I will forever reach out for you, and maybe someday our hands, our hearts will meet again. Now, if there's someone out there that you're missing and you don't relate to the whole emotional abuse messages that have come through here, and you're simply focused on someone that you're missing, you're feeling nostalgic about that connection, and you want them back, there's a chance that you guys will be able to reach out to each other and come back together. But for the majority, what's coming through here is that you detached from somebody that just was not good for you. So if they're wanting to reach out to you, some of you guys might not even be open to that. You'd rather be single rather than going back to someone who abused you, who hurt you. And lastly, we have protection. Find someone who will shield you from the rain, who will protect you from life's thunderstorms, cherish you through the not so good days, hold you through your fears, need you as much as you need them. Someone who will never let that umbrella of love go. And if you haven't found that person yet, Aries, with the energy of the Sun and the Two of Cups, you certainly can. Make this the year that you're open to this. Okay, so that is where I'm gonna leave this reading. Guys, I do hope whatever part of it made sense for you, that it offered you advice that can help you out at this time. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I wish you a very, very happy 2021. Take care.